Welcome back, Nuggets. This mother clucker has some thoughts. Let's ruffle some feathers and get into the video. And hey, while the disclaimer's running, why don't you give me a like and subscribe? Okay, so let's get ready for Vlogmas Day 11. Traveling with lymphedema at 500 pounds. I definitely have some thoughts about this one, but let's get into it and see what Ms. Reed has to say.
Hello. Welcome to another day of Vlogmas. How are you guys doing today? So I am tired. I think I got 2 hours of sleep. So I woke up at 4 a.m. We left the house at 5:30 a.m.
Okay, first thing, I just love looking at dogs looking out windows as the car is moving. Oh, it's such a joy, isn't it? Look at little Twinkie back there. Secondly, I notice that this is indeed the outfit that she was just laying out the jewelry for prior to her admitting that she was leaving. So this is, of course, what the previous videos were all leading to. And we are finally leaving Wisconsin and heading back to Oklahoma.
So yes, I am currently at the airport in Chicago. If you guys don't know, I am going back home to Oklahoma. It's honestly with a heavy heart, but I know it's the right choice for me right now. Anyways, okay, so why I'm at the airport? No, I'm not taking a plane. So we drove here. We're getting a van to drive the rest of the way to Oklahoma because Tommy's just gonna catch a flight the next day to come back home for her.
Don't you just love how she started wording this as though it's leading everybody to believe, oh my God, Amberlynn's going to be getting on a plane? Who could possibly imagine? But no, it's just that she's managed to get Tommy to drive her all the way to Oklahoma, and then she's flying back, of course. Do you think, because okay, I think it's really clear that this was not Amberlynn's choice, but do you think that Tommy is in the car with her right now, hearing the spin that Amber is putting on this? And if she is, do you think it's kind of an eye roll moment of, oh yeah, Amberlynn's just going to spin this however she wants? Or do you think there's a discussion prior to, okay, this is what I'm going to be telling my audience, please don't say anything? I've seen a few instances like this, and I'd just be interested to know how it's going down behind the scenes.
But yeah, we've been on the road since 5:30 and it's currently 8:50. So been a little over 3 hours and we still have almost 12 hours to go. So that's kind of hectic, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man, that is a big drive. I don't know if anybody listening has done a drive like this. I could absolutely not do those kind of hours in one day. I don't think it's safe, or at least from my perspective, I don't feel like it would be safe. And I know that they're having pretty regular stops, but it's a lot of pressure to put on just one driver with no assistance from anybody else.
So we're still in Illinois. I'm in some random bathroom. It's 11:38. So we were driving for about 2 hours and we wanted to stop to take a pee break. We're also gonna get some water to drink. My legs hurt really bad and they're swollen for sure. I've been having massive knee problems because of the stairs at Tommy's house. So it's making my legs super stiff.
Okay, so we're going to blame the stairs. Yes, it's the stairs' fault that we're having knee issues, which I could understand why she would want to spin that narrative this episode. We're hearing about how much pain she's in. And just a little bit of foreshadowing on this one. Two things that we know affect lymphedema and lipedema really badly is high sodium intake and being sedentary for long periods of time. Two things which she's going to really push to the nth degree. Shall we proceed?
All right, it's lunchtime. We got steak and shake. Let's do a taste test. Look at all that garlic, seasoning on top. Okay.
And cue the sodium intake. I think I see this a lot, especially on 600 Pound Life and things like that, where when people are doing large road trips, they always indulge in a lot of fatty, high sugar, high sodium kind of foods, which I do get that when you're going to truck stops or petrol stations or stuff like that, there is a limited option available. But here is just, I'm just going to float an absolutely crazy thought here. What about packing food ahead of time. Wow, blew you out of the water with that one, didn't I?
Not bad, not bad.
Did they give us napkins?
Yes, this is my napkin dance.
Okay, pet peeve here. Two pet peeves. Two pet peeves. I gotta do it. I clucking hate it when people eat with their mouths open. There's something about the slapping of the lips, and it's, oh. And this little finger dance thing that she's doing for the little napkinning, I'm sure she's doing it because it looks, you know, in her mind, all cute and quirky and things like that. But to me, do you know where I've seen that? My younger cousins, when they were very small children, used to do that. Is this like a kid thing? Like to tap your fingers like this to go, I need a napkin, and then to just be entitled enough to wait for somebody to hand it to you? Anyway, moving on.
And I really like their french fries are super like skinny. Skinny legend, babe! For anyone wondering, that is something that we do all the time, where we don't take the paper fully off the straw and then we blow it at the other person.
Okay. I actually thought the interaction was really natural and really sweet until she went and explained it, and now it seems really awkward and like heckin' cringe. It's like she's observed real couples having these cute little inside jokes with each other, but now she's like manifested one almost. I don't. It was fine until you explained it. Should have left it there.
Now we have like 7 hours and like 55 minutes to go. So I think we're making like really good time, and I'm telling you, my legs are so stiff and they hurt so bad. I'm just like, girl, what are you doing?
So again, we're really pushing that leg narrative. This is very interesting and very unusual for Amberlynn. And like clearly you'll see in the next clip when we're not in fantastic condition there, but there are absolutely things on this trip that could have been done to assist this issue.
And then I like to do this a bit. Yeah.
The sunlight looks good on your face from this. It's the golden hour.
Thank you, baby.
I really genuinely can't tell. Is that a legitimate interaction? I just, what do you think? I'm on the fence. Is this a real deal thing, or is it just a mutual destruction kind of situation? I don't know. But the other thing I wanted to say as well, talking about carrying around this much body weight combined with being so still and the kind of diet that she's having, and we're not sure if she's being as hydrated as she could. This kind of trip is actually really, really dangerous for somebody of Amberlynn's size. The blood clot potential is massive. And I just kind of feel like, you know, an airplane trip, I think, would have been much quicker, much better. Wouldn't have been as good for the pets, of course, but much lower risk and less burden on everybody else too, right? But just, yeah, I feel like the danger of this scenario is being completely skipped over.
Okay, so I'm doing some walking, and the best way I can describe my legs is they literally feel like cement. So that's what I'm experiencing.
Cement. Oh, geez. That's really clucking scary. Yeah. I don't think it takes a medical expert to know how risky this is. And it looks like they're getting up maybe every 2 or 3 hours or something like that, unless she's not showing us all of them, which of course is potential. But it's a lot of just sitting, and not just sitting, but locked into one position in the car for extended periods of time. So dangerous. But you know what? Cluck it. Let's add some more shit food.
Hello. Okay, so it's currently 9:40. We have less than 2 hours to go, and then I'll officially be home. But we stopped to get some Arby's, and I only ate half of it, but let me show you what I got. It's like this French dipped roast beef thing. I don't even know, but it's pretty tasty, not gonna lie. So Arby's. I have to pee so bad. We were at Arby's. The lobby's closed. They won't let me use the restroom. Understandable. I come to a Quick Trip. Restroom closed. What kind of luck Like, I genuinely have to pee. I'm literally gonna go across the store to use the men's restroom. I'm not even joking.
The joys of road trips and truck stop bathrooms. And I suppose, you know, copping a squat somewhere is out of the question. Yes, I just said cop a squat on my YouTube channel. Serious question though. Would you opt to go to the opposite gender's bathroom, or would you just knock on the door to the cleaner and say, I'm so sorry, I'm busting, do you mind? Because, like, that's not a big deal, right?
All right, you guys, so I'm not gonna lie, this road trip was a roller coaster of emotions for a million different reasons. Maybe I'll talk more about it in future Vlogmas videos. I don't really know, but either way, we made it safe. We're about to get some sleep. I hope that you guys enjoyed this Vlogmas, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
So I find the phrase roller coaster of emotions interesting for a road trip. I think the obvious aside that she's about to be splitting from her soft, gentle love. And if we're going along the thought process that this is not her choice, but potentially Tommely's idea to do this, I'm actually also wondering this abrupt stop to showing her on video. I have a small inkling that maybe there's something going on with the custody agreement or with the kid that's involved, you know, because the internet is forever and I'm not sure how old her kid is, but you know, kids are online really young these days. I just wonder if it's caused some friction there, maybe with the father, or I'm not sure. Just a feeling. I think there might be something going on there as to why we've stopped seeing her on video. But why would it be a roller coaster of emotions? You know, she did say she's not going to be talking about Rarity anymore, and I suspect that that's because she knows something that we don't. Perhaps that cat really was Rarity that was found, because she's just getting through this a little too calmly for somebody who otherwise, the alternative being that they've left their missing pet in a completely different state with the person that lives there, so nobody's out there looking for her. I don't know, something is off about this situation. So quite an eventful day 11, if we are to believe that it is actually day 11. But anyway, let's move on to day 12. Saying goodbye.
Hey guys, welcome to another day of Vlogmas. So Tommy and I are about to go to this restaurant. It's actually a Chinese buffet, but everyone in my family is obsessed with it. It's their favorite restaurant here. And the first time that Tommy came to visit me, obviously I took her there. So we're about to go again. It's like a tradition. So we're on our way to do that.
Oh, just in case we forgot how cute they are as a couple, let's see that joke again. Okay. All right. So what is Chinese food well known for? Especially a Chinese buffet where I'm assuming it's like an all-you-can-eat situation. Say it with me, high sugar, high sodium. Also, I just noticed something. Have you noticed that she's not saying welcome to day X of Vlogmas? She's always saying welcome to another day of Vlogmas. I do wonder if that's because she has pre-recorded everything and isn't sure exactly what order things are going to be uploaded in. Potentially. Just food for thought.
Hello, welcome to Amberlynn's Vlogmas, where we have done literally nothing Christmassy, but we're about to do a Christmas scratcher. 2 of them, actually. We have Reindeer Riches and we have Merry Multiplier. So, let's do it. 25! Okay. Pop off.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, I hope you don't mind. I skipped a bunch of that. She literally spent over 30 seconds of this vlog just scratching this clucking ticket. This vlog is only 6.5 minutes long, so 1/7 of this video was spent scratching a scratch it, and she won. Yay. Okay, moving on.
So she left and it was really hard. We had an amazing last 2 days together. I'm telling you, when I came home last night, like, it was weird. I expected to come home, like, to open the door and be like, wow, I'm home, okay. But it literally felt like I stepped into a stranger's home. Like, I know I haven't been here in almost 3 months, but like knowing that I'm missing huge chunks of me while I'm here, like, hurts. And it's like, I questioned multiple times on the way here and all day today. Like, did I make the right choice to come home? Like, I needed to do it. There's things that I have to do, and it was right. But like at the same time, it doesn't feel right. I don't know. I don't want to sit here and like cry on camera and like do this whole thing. Like, that's not what I'm going to be doing. I need to just be as positive as I can, or I will actually spiral. So let's not do that.
So when she says she's missing huge chunks of her being there, do you think she's talking about Tommy, or do you think she's talking about Rarity? I think it makes complete sense that it feels foreign to walk into a house that you haven't been in a few months. I think that's just a pheromone thing though. We don't need to overthink this or add a bunch of emotion to it. It's just, even if you've been away for a few weeks, returning back to your home can feel a little odd. But she's still pushing this narrative of it was her choice and she's got things to do. But what does she have to do exactly? I mean, other than if it's like return home to pack all her stuff up, could it be doctor's visits maybe? This clip more than ever really makes me believe that she knows what has become of Rarity. She is just way too calm about being in a different state. I think I would be completely inconsolable. I would not have left that state. I would have found a way to stay, especially in Amberlynn's situation where there is really not that much holding her to Oklahoma. Just don't necessarily stay with Tommy, but find a way to stay there so that you can keep looking for your pet. And that is exactly what makes me think she knows exactly what has happened to her pet. That's so clucking infuriating.
I don't know, folks. I am feeling so sad. So, retail therapy it is. I'm just joking. I'm actually currently looking online. I want to get a planner for 2025, obviously, because I love a new beginning of the year. You guys know me. I'm a list maker. I'm a planner. I love a planner. I love journals. I love writing, etc., etc.
Okay, so 2 points here. One, looks so sad. So sad. She literally says, I am so sad, with a smile on her face. This is not the face of a woman who is wondering what's going on with her pet and, has lost the love of her life. Secondly, I think what might actually be going on here, because a few Vlogmas episodes ago, we saw her talking about the beginnings of weight loss. Now, I'm actually wondering if that conversation, because we know that happened in Tommy's house, did that conversation happen before she was told that she needed to go back home? And I think, given that we are now starting a planning for 2025, as is, true Amberlynn form, are we just saying, look, I've screwed up my weight loss and my diet so badly now for so many weeks, I'm just going to continue to eat whatever I want for the next 2 weeks until 2025. I think that's probably what we're going to see. So if I'm right, we might actually see a weigh-in at the beginning of January. Maybe.
Hey guys, truth is, I knew I was going to be gone for like a hot minute. You literally can't even see me. Is that better? Yeah. I threw away all of my food, but I do have a Gatorade. Yay me.
Oh, good. More sodium. And what the cluck are you doing, madam? Why is that fridge door staying open like that? Geez, close it when you walk away. Seriously, were you raised in a barn?
And there's like nothing in the freezer really, unless you want some frostbite shrimp. Like, what? Then, you guys will never believe this. This is like the grossest thing in the world.
Yeah, okay, I'm cutting this out. This is just, look, she has a moldy sponge. Wow, all right, let's continue.
So I'm actually thinking, do I decorate for Christmas this year or do I not? Normally when I decorate for Christmas, I like to do it like right at the beginning of December, like December 1st. So I can truly enjoy the decorations. But it's like the middle of December. Christmas is pretty much almost over. So is there even a point? I don't know.
This seems like such an insignificant comment, doesn't it? This clip in its entirety actually really reflects Amberlynn's absolutist mindset. So it's always this me being absolutist, it's always this all or nothing thing with Amber, which is kind of what I was trying to say with her diet. You know, has she thrown it out the window because, you know, this month or this year is already so badly screwed up that she just wants to start fresh? But if decorating for Christmas is something that you enjoy, it shouldn't really matter at what point you're doing it in December. Like, there's no rule on when things need to go up. And it's a really interesting example of these kind of rules that we can find ourselves being trapped in, things that we've completely put on ourselves. And if it's something that brings you joy, just do it. It doesn't matter.
Oh, also, someone made cookies out of me and Twinkie, so I've got to show you. And I got permission to show you guys. Like, look how adorable. I was like, okay. Like, that takes some serious creativity. If you guys ever do any sort of like fan art of me, that is respectful, because I have seen some awful things like making fun of my body and such. But again, that's just fat phobia, fat shaming, body shaming, and we ain't got time for that.
Okay, so this is a little bit interesting. All right. I'm just going to put out the possibility that it is possible that a child did this. I kind of hope that that's the case. Otherwise, do we think Amberlynn is aware that she is being picked on in this moment? Or do we think that she legitimately thinks it's fan art? Because I don't know about you, but I'm not feeling super good about a cookie being made of me that looks like that.
All right, you guys, so I hope that you enjoyed another mini Vlogmas. My goal was 3 minutes per day, and look at me. I have pretty much doubled that almost every single Vlogmas so far, so yay me. Anyways, I hope that you guys did enjoy it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Yeah, so I've discussed this in previous videos too. On the one hand, I want to give her credit for setting a hard goal for herself. I don't mean hard as in difficult, but a hard line, like a fixed goal for herself. And she is now witnessing herself achieve that goal. I do give her credit for that. However, I think that we can really trick ourselves into feeling like we're being productive or being brave or conquering something by giving ourselves little tiny goals that are ridiculously achievable, because 3 minutes per day should be achievable without even trying. So it's like this kind of dipping the toe in the water just to, you know, see how it feels. In my experience, when it comes to battling anxiety or battling fears, you really need to go full force at it as though it is the enemy encampment, not even letting up for a little bit. So yeah, I'm of two minds. Yes, she's achieving her goals, great, but this was not, in my opinion and in my experience, a large enough goal to be able to actually battle those anxieties effectively. Okay, let's do Vlogmas Day 13. Why I didn't vote in the 2024 election. And can I just say, she left the clickbait line for her video to the very, very end of this video, and it got cut off abruptly. But anyway, let's see what else she has to say.
Hey guys, welcome to another day of Vlogmas. So I am not ready at all for the day, so do not mind my appearance.
All right, well, we didn't get the reminder of the 3-minute vlog, but we did get a don't mind my appearance comment. All right, great.
I will be getting ready in a little bit because my mom was like, do you want to go to bingo with us? And I was like, I'll think about it. And I thought about it and I decided, yes, I'll go.
Like, you've been away for months. Of course you should go to bingo with your mum. Of course. Why is that even a thought?
Last night was the first night not sleeping next to Tommy, and it was terribly hard. Right before bed, we FaceTimed. Right when we woke up, we FaceTimed. So we're definitely back to that long distance relationship. And I know it was by my choice, but I felt like it was the right choice for me in this moment.
Yeah, so we're still really, really pushing that my choice narrative. Do we think that maybe Tommy would prefer a long distance relationship? Because I think when you have somebody like Amberlynn move into your house, this is like a full-time carer kind of situation. And considering that Tommy is a nurse, we know that she spends her days looking after people. Is that something you also want to do when you get home?
We're already thinking like, okay, when is Tommy gonna come visit? Let's like plan a time, even if it's like far away in the future, but just so we have something to look forward to.
Isn't that wild to think about, even if it's far away in the future? I don't know about you, but if I were in a long-term, very committed, very serious relationship as this one presents, and I had to have a separation, I would probably want to be locking in that next visit like immediately, probably before the previous one is over, because you want to see each other unless you don't.
But I am getting hungry, so I'm gonna order some food. So I ordered Wingstop. I want to show you what I got. I got some wings. This is the hot honey rub, I think is what they call it. Oh, that's good. Oh yeah, that's good.
Okay, I barely had to edit this to make this look like this. She did like 90% of this on her own. Tell me that this isn't cedar content. Tell me it's not. Tell me this is not going straight to Tomley. This, you know what this brings to mind? Another YouTube creator who legitimately has, I'll flick it up on the screen, I don't think I can say it, this word in her bio. That's what this brings to mind.
And then I also got some corn on the cob. These are Cajun seasoned. Oh my God.
Yep, so more fats, more sugars, more sodium. We do not have a diet at present. No, we do not.
Cheese 60. Bingo. Chicken 2.
That's 21. 32. That's 68. That's 71. That's 63.
I know some people find this really dull. I actually think this is really cool vlog content. I think it's good to see her out and about. I think it's good to see her back reconnecting with her mum. I mean, ultimately, is this not what we've been wanting for her? To go back to Oklahoma and get back into her life there with her support system there?
It's censored.
It's so cute. Oh, it is censored. That's cute.
Hey, yes, Mama Lynn. I missed Mama Lynn.
Hey guys, so I just got back from bingo with my mom and we did not win. It was really nice to see her again after all this time, but it actually genuinely felt like no time has passed at all. It's almost like for those 3 months that I wasn't in Oklahoma, it's like time stopped and then I just like came back.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what it feels like when you've got somebody who cares for you and who genuinely wants the best for you and who connects with you on a level that is not just blood but actual familial connection. That's what it feels like, and they're the people that you shouldn't be moving away from.
I have no food in my fridge. I have like nothing to drink. I need to do like a whole grocery thing. I still haven't unpacked and I've been here for like 2 days now. So I should probably do that, but I'm kind of just like low-key sad.
Low-key sad. Should she not be high-key sad? Like, have we forgotten Rarity?
All right, you guys, so I'm about to do a Lego. I'm very much in the Lego mood right now. And I've had this one for months and months and months. So let's do it. Ta-da! Isn't that so cute? It's a roller skate.
Wow. Look at editing Lynn go. Look at that. I'm impressed. Who else is impressed? No, seriously, I think she should do more of this. Every video that I've put out so far, I've managed to learn a new little editing thing. I started out with some rudimentary knowledge and I'm just gradually building. I think that kind of thing for Amber would be an amazing thing to start developing her skill set, you know, after 9 years of being on the internet.
So people are asking why I didn't vote this election, and it's because I was in a different state. I was in Wisconsin where I did not live. I was not able to get the absentee ballot, etc., etc. So it definitely sucks because this is the one time I really, really wanted to vote. It's my one vote that made Trump win, and it's my fault, folks. No, but for real, on a serious note, it definitely sucks that I wasn't able to vote. I was gonna vote for Kamala.
Okay, so I don't really have a lot to add on this being an Australian. We actually have to vote here, so it's not an option. And getting a postal vote is a real non-issue. It's super easy. So I don't know what the process is there in America, but I thought it might be good to get the opinion of one of my favorite Americans. Let's hear from him.
This is shitty. This is shitty because it is a very selfish way of thinking. If you do not vote because you think to yourself, well, look at all the votes out there. There's like hundreds of thousands of people that vote in my county alone. There's lots of people that vote. There's millions of votes. I mean, is it really going to come down to one vote? It's not about your one vote. It's symbolic because you are telling the government what you stand for. You're telling the world what matters to you. It's a democracy. It's the principles of what was founded on our nation. It is your one opportunity to make a difference. So the fact that you're sitting here mocking the voting process, saying, oh gosh, well, you know what? The candidate I wasn't going to vote for, they would have won had I just put in that one vote. This is a shitty... It's shitty that you were so lazy that you couldn't even look into getting the absentee ballot. And then it's even more shitty that you are mocking the process that people actually put time and effort into. It's just like doubling down on being a lazy piece of shit. When the time came that you had the opportunity to make your voice heard and use the one power that you have, which is your one vote, you decided to sit on your ass and eat Wingstop and mock the process.
Could not have said it better myself, I think. Thank you kindly, Sir Geordie. Okay, so that was the end of Vlogmas Day 13. I actually thought it was pretty good. I think we're getting back into the swing of doing like proper vlogs. I think it's interesting, isn't it? Because she's gone back to her old environment and now she's going back to her old content as well. Interesting connection, is it not? All right, well, let's jump into day 14, and this would be the last one for this video. And it is called Mopping with No Pants On.
Hello. Good morning. Welcome to a new Vlogmas. I posted a TikTok last night before I went to sleep. It was this. So my favorite snack is carrots and ranch, but I didn't have carrots. I had this pizza. And I didn't have ranch, but I had the Cool Ranch Doritos. And it almost is at 1 million views. My jaw's on the floor. I read the comments and they're all so nice. And there's so many likes. And I'm just over here like, what is actually happening right now? The video went viral. That is what happened. But wow, yeah, thanks for that, guys. I'm shocked.
Okay, so she actually revisits this TikTok video thing 3 times in this video. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to go ahead and remove the rest of them. She has gone viral for the first time, which is legitimately shocking to me after being on YouTube for 9 years, and this is the first time she's gone viral. When she says all the comments are super nice, I have not gone through them. I highly doubt it. When you go viral, you get exposed to all of the fun riffraff that's on the internet. And some of it is very positive and some of it is very, very not positive. I don't know if we're looking at people that are making fun of her because it is an absolutely ridiculous situation and maybe she doesn't realize that the internet is making fun of her. Or maybe it's that the demographic on TikTok is quite a lot younger, so she's actually appealing to children, which would also make a bit of sense. But unfortunately, she's actually concluded that it is her amazing sense of humor that has caused this to go viral, and I've got some bad news for her. All right, well, let's just leave that particular topic there. She is very overexcited about it. It does get revisited, but let's just continue on with the rest of the content.
Anyways, speaking of Tommy, she wants me to go back so bad. And I'm like, it was an adventure to get here. There's just things I have to do here. But I feel like I will be back one day. I just don't think during the winter.
What do you have to do? Tell us what you have to do. I never know what she's doing. What is she doing? Okay, so we have the beginning of a new narrative. So now we have it was her choice and it was really cold in Wisconsin. Like proper cold in Wisconsin. Let's keep going.
Like, I'm literally not gonna lie to you guys. It was already so cold in Wisconsin that it was like bothering me. Ever since after like my hysterectomy and stuff, I get cold so fast. Like, I keep my apartment like 75 degrees, and every time someone comes over, they're just like, this is way too hot.
Yeah, so this is cold that really bothers her. Now, I do understand being somebody who is sensitive to temperature. I personally am the opposite direction. It is possible. However, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't ever remember Amber complaining about being cold in the past, because without being indelicate, feeling the cold really badly is usually an underweight kind of problem. Usually, when you're on the opposite end of the spectrum, you struggle with being too hot. So that's why I think it's a narrative that's being pushed, just because we have no history of this narrative previously. If she knew that she was sensitive to cold, would we have not heard before she went there saying, oh, I've got to make sure I've got to pack all these warm clothing because I know that it gets really cold in Wisconsin. It snows there. And she's lived in states where it snowed before too. So I don't know. Something's off here.
Right now, I'm currently just on Torrid, and I have had 18 things in my Torrid cart for, I can't tell you how long. Torrid is pretty pricey, and I know it's because like there's a lot more fabric and stuff, but I do feel like sometimes they overprice, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so I just went through the cart and I brought it down to 10 items. So original total was $5.95, but I did get some savings so it brought it down to $323, which is still a lot, but worth it in my opinion.
Oof, I am far too cheap for this. Okay, here's what I would like to see. I would like to see a sewing Lynn arc. I want to see Ms. Reed teach herself how to sew and make these clothes for herself. That's what I want to see. Yes.
Okay, you guys, so I just took Twinkie out. I had some lunch, put away some clean clothes, and now I'm just in the middle of mopping. So I have this weird thing where I have to mop with my pants off. I have the weirdest, like, things. You will not catch me mopping with pants on.
Oh, she's a quirky girl. Okay, honestly, short girl problems, totally get it. Hemline's too long, get caught up in the wet water, not very nice. I understand. As for the no pants at all, I don't know. Maybe tuck them into a pair of socks or something.
You guys, I promise this is not part of the prove everyone wrong miss.
Except it totally is.
I'm only answering this question because I feel like it's a valid question. A lot of people are asking if I am like filming and uploading like out of order, because people saw this clip from when I was at Tommy's and they also saw this picture from when I was at Tommy's and they thought that was me in my living room. As you can see, my living room is white. My apartment is extremely white, which I love. I'm very into like the modernness of just like a crisp white living space.
Casting more shade there on Tommy's design aesthetic. And it is true, her house does look a little bit more like circa 1980s, 1990s kind of decor, but like, who cares? I also put my little detective hat on with this one. I should have recorded it, but I examined the chair fabric. You can see she was absolutely at Tommy's at the time of those videos. However, she's about to say a lie.
There's actually like a picture in the clip, but I had to zoom in so you couldn't see the picture because it was personal. But you can like see the picture frame. And as you can see here in my apartment, I have no pictures hung on my wall. So this is just me to ease your mind, you guys, that everything I'm uploading is in chronological order.
And there you go. So just because she was at Tommy's at the time of recording does not mean that everything is in chronological order. I think what the argument is that she has recorded a whole bunch of stuff ahead of time, and now we're actually probably 3 or 4 days behind the actual recording schedule. It's such a non-issue. Why, once again, why are we addressing this, Amber?
I am freezing. Oh my God. But I am not missing these chilly, cold winter days. I mean, it's not winter yet, but we're getting there and I'm only dreading it.
So if you notice with this cold narrative, she was originally saying that Wisconsin was a cold that you a different kind of cold that she'd never experienced, but now she's still carrying on about Oklahoma cold. So this is going to be the reason that she ultimately puts forward that she doesn't move in with Tomley, in my opinion.
I just came back inside from getting my Uber because I got dinner. I think I'm gonna get groceries tomorrow, so don't worry. It comes with like a bag of extra pita, but these ones are more like crunchy. I'm gonna try the green one. It's not bad.
It's the exclamations, right? It's totally cedar content. It has to be. So here's a question for you. Do we think that this is just stuff that's being sent to Tomley, or do we think it's setting up to create like an OF kind of situation? Or do we think she's going to try and merge her, like move her YouTube channel into full mukbang? But we know that YouTube is not appreciating that anymore.
Okay, guys, so before I end my vlog, look at under 24 hours, we're at over 3 million views. This has never happened to me before. Like, I have almost 500,000 likes on this. Like, it just kind of means the world to me that people are vibing with my type of personality, my type of humor. Like, people are genuinely finding it funny. And I don't know, it's literally made my day. But anyways, I hope that you guys did enjoy this Vlogmas. I loved spending it with you. I hope you did too. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Okay, so another pretty solid vlog kind of layout for Ms. Reed. I just left that little bit in at the end with the TikTok, so you can see what I mean by how she has chosen to interpret this virality. I'm glad that she's happy about it, but what is she going to take from this lesson? You know, is she now going to associate being silly with food gets me a lot of views, or is she even going to monetize her TikTok? I don't know if she has or not, but considering the potential impending situation with TikTok and America, maybe that's not the best platform to put all your eggs in the basket of. Just a bit of food for thought. I guess that's it for Vlogmas Day 14. I really need to get my What the Cluck You Eating series up and running because now she's featuring food so much more often. I'm excited to do the breakdowns of what is actually in these types of foods, especially the ones that she's labeling as quote unquote health foods that we've seen. All right, that's all the clucks I have left to give today. Stay golden, my little nuggets, and I'll catch you next time.
Hey, 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 hey! I'm gonna go watch another video.